Hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tala Talks, episode 197. And kakasimula ng Mercury retrograde. So we are having a technical issue. But we are familiar with that. No? Kaya despite that, we'll just go on no, with the discussion, which is actually parang ito topic natin ngayon, actually pwede ring may retrograde element. No? So kasi magbabalik tanaw tayo sa nakaraan.
Hi. Hi, Resty. Hi, everyone. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. So, I have been experiencing on my end also dito sa bahay, parang ang daming nasisira, nagbe-breakdown, mga bulbs na kung saan-saan. So, I guess we just roll with the punches as we do. And yeah, we will post this na lang tomorrow, ano? So, wala lang
Oo.
live question and answer, but everything else we can post. So,
Okay. Sige, so let's welcome Anna, who is a regular supporter and follower no,
hi,
ng Tala Talks.
Anna. Very nice to see you, as always. And Miss
Karen.
Hi, Miss Karen. Welcome to Tala Talks po.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
And si Ma'am Karen no, is the great granddaughter no, of
Wow.
Gregoria de Jesus. It's an honor no, to have you here, Ma'am, in our show wherein we discuss about astrology, history, no, and current events. So thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you po. Thank you so much.
Salamat rin sa paanyaya nyo. Well, it
Oo.
was my honor to be a great granddaughter of somebody like Gregoria de Jesus.
Oo nga. Napakaganda, no? Actually, syempre nga, no, hindi natin alam, no? Hindi alam ng karamihan ng Pilipino, no, yung storya, no, ni Oriang, no? So, magandang ma-discuss and maybe, no, we can, medyo yung konting chismis siguro, no? Baka meron kayong maibabahagi sa amin, ano? Pero basically nga, ano, this discussion, no, the idea came from the movies. No? Actually, mga movies nga, no? Una yung Quezon, and then ngayon, open lang no ng movie Lakambini no. Actually nanood ako kagabi. Kaya lang sadly parang 20 lang yung nanood no dito sa Ayala Mall no. Tapos wala ngang poster kaya hindi ako makapag pa-picture with something na parang remembrance. Pero buti nakita ko kagabi si Manila Councilor si Lou Biloso no. At kinuwento niya na kahapon din daw nagpaso siya ng resolution na to commemorate no the 150th birth anniversary no ni Gregorio de Jesus. So parang may kulang sa paggunita no tungkol sa kanyang istorya ano. Tama ba Ma'am Karen or Anna?
Nga medyo, konti lang yung nakakaalam. Although the
Mhm.
name Gregoria de Jesus is familiar to most
Mhm.
children from their grade school history siguro, pero parang usually ang alam na nila na byuda or naging asawa ni Andres Bonifacio, if they know that, no. So medyo konting nakakaalam. Tapos yung pag-ano naman ng movie, mahirap din talaga mag-promote at kahit yung paggawa ng film na yon, kaya grabing nahirapan at natagalan kasi nga kung wala ring suporta, mahirap din gumawa ng ganong klaseng film na medyo documentary at may halo, no? So, yun. Sana mapanood pa ng mga tao. Karamihan mga block screening ang kumuha ng mga
Mhm.
block screening. But otherwise, siguro nga pag regular theater, medyo konti talaga yung nakakapanood.
Yung
Ah,
Quezon din sa first week or even first 10 days, parang kokonti lang ang nanood eh. Tapos, I think nakatulong rin yung controversy na
Oo, of
so
course.
wala naman kasing controversy kay Gregoria. I mean, who can challenge that except yung mga kalaban, hindi ko alam kung sino yung magiging kalaban niya. But I guess we really need to accept the fact that there's a lot to be done in terms of recognizing the role of women in our history, at saka lalo na sa pag-revolution, kasi ilan lang, mabibilang mo sa isang kamay lang yung alam ng mga bata kung sino yung babaeng hero. Una si Gabriela,
Mhm.
ikalawa si Tandang Sora, tapos ikatlo
Si
dahil
Gabriel.
sa Girl Scouts si Escoda,
Mhm.
Mhm.
at saka dahil na sa 1,000 pesos bill, no? Pero after that, wala na masyado O sa
Actually.
pangalan lang. Siguro si Gregoria de Jesus, si Teresa Magbanwa, dahil lalo na dahil sa West Philippine Sea, isang barko na, naka,
Pinangalan.
pinangalan sa kanya, no?
Mhm.
So, at least ngayon meron isa pang barko, si Escoda. So dalawang but what? Those are three, four or five women, no? Who are the others? I'm sure there are so many. Kaya lang, kasalanan rin yan ng mga historians at saka historians na lalaki, karamihan, dahil um, dinidiminish talaga, maybe subconsciously, yung role ng kababaihan sa paglaban for our democracy and for our freedom and independence. Yan ang problema. Si Gabriela, asawa ni Diego Silang, si Tandang Sora, yung asawa niya siguro namatay before the revolution. Si Escoda, because she was a martyr, no? But otherwise, kung hindi asawa ng kilalang bayani, baka mahirapan rin lumitaw yung pangalan ng kagaya ni Gregorio de Jesus.
Mhm. Okay. So may sinasabi ka Ada no na parang sino yung kalaban ano? Parang are you saying also na there was a deliberate attempt for example to kill this project kasi if I remember it right 2015 actually nakapunta pa ako dito sa bahay na Phil around 2015 nung ginagawa itong movie na to no. Pero apparently after a few days no or ng shooting the project was shelved no so do you think or Ma'am Karen do you have ano pala and Ma'am Karen
No,
uh
no. I don't know the background of the
Tagal na
production.
pala.
Si Allen
2000.
uh,
would know.
No,
in
actually,
case
hindi ko alam yung buong storya. I should find out siguro. But it seemed hindi nga nakapasa kasi dun sa, for the funding for the uh,
Manila Film Festival
Manila Film Festival, no? So,
uh,
but I don't know the full story there. Maybe we have to ask
mhm,
Ellen Phil would be the one who really knows it
oo,
because she was the one who started it, and you know,
yeah
actually through
Nabanggit,
her passion that she pursued this thing.
mm
pero yung sinasabi kong kalaban, yung storya mismo, di ba yung sinabi niya, traidor. Actually, in her
oh,
life, it was really something that she had to deal with. Last year, napanood ko yung play sa
uh,
PETA
uh,
about her. Oryang ba yan? Karen, do you remember yung play na yan?
yung kay Delena ba
Hindi,
Which
hindi.
one?
Play.
okay play
Sa
okay
theater, sa PETA, I think. It was about that, and kinonfront niya. Parang ano lang siya,
Ay,
fiction.
oo. But I wasn't able to see that one Yung parang
Okay.
may ano
But
nila
that's extensive,
ni
and talagang,
Rinaldo, parang may debate or something like that.
nagdedebate si Oriang at saka si Aguinaldo. So, yan ang
mhm.
so that became my background when I saw the film.
And actually nga may lumalabas din sa social media na parang merong humaharang daw no parang may ganung statement no maybe if that is the case baka may pattern no so may humarang sa movie although ngayon I don't think na may humaharang ngayon no it's more on I don't think kasi nga na this is let's say well promoted no So, yung statement ngayon sa social media na hinaharang yung movie, I don't think there's some truth to that. Pero yung sa Manila Film Festival, kasi apparently the reason why it was not funded was kulang daw ng battle scenes, no, itong movie nga, no, ng yung original, no, na ginawa, no, ng Lakambini, kaya hindi pumasa, no, doon sa Manila Film Festival. So I don't know about that, no. Pero siguro nga, no, Anna is coming from that historical event nga na and pinakita rin dito sa movie na to, sa Lakambini, na there was an attempt, no, by the faction or the government, no, of Emilio Aguinaldo to obliterate daw, no, yung storya or yung truth, no, nang nangyari tungkol sa kay Bonifacio, kay Oriang, and the rest, no, of the Bonifacio faction. So is that where you are coming from, Anna?
Yeah, well, that's my knowledge since before, kasi tinitingnan ko talaga. Alam naman natin, marami nagsasabi na nag pinatay. Well, Aguinaldo's group had really something directly to do with the assassination of the Bonifacio brothers. Pero, parang for a long time, why was it not clear to us? Somebody must have been trying to stop the truth from coming out for many, many, many decades. So, mabuti na lang. For me talagang sa movie, no, naglabas talaga ng memoir at saka kasulatan si Gregoria, kasi talagang eyewitness siya, eh. Nakita niya kung anong nangyari, and without that writing, it would have been just rumor or gossip. Alam mo naman, lalo na babae. Pag babae nagsalita, her word is not as a given gravitas like a male historian who could have, just said something opposite.
Okay, so yeah, there is this historical event nga, ano, na parang and of course, no, 'di ba, we know that in history kung sino yung nanalo, no, they are the ones who are dictating, no, or even, no, dictating the narrative, no, of how, no, these historical events are supposed to be presented, no. So tanungin natin si Ma'am Karen, ano, we're trying to look at a pattern, no. Tapos nakita nga namin ni Ana, no, when we were talking about this topic, no. So meron palang similarity, no, yung buhay ninyo and buhay ni Gregoria de Jesus. Mamaya we can look at other details. Pero ang tanong ko muna is, in your life or maybe in the history or historical writings nga, no, regarding Gregoria de Jesus, no, meron bang something na gano'n na parang kabangga, no, yung somebody or something powerful, no, pero despite that, no, nagpursige pa rin kayo, no, or definitely we have seen that, no, sa life ni Oryang. So we want to establish lang a certain pattern. May ganun din bang element sa buhay ninyo? And then later on, Luan will help us look at the astrological connections, no?
Well, baka yung kay Gregoria lang muna. Hindi ko alam paano yung pag-trace dun sa akin later. But
Okay.
yung sa kanya, well, fortunately, merong young historian who asked her to write about ano yung experiences niya in 1928, di ba? Otherwise, parang hindi sana siya sumulat nung parang brief autobiography, yung mga tala ng aking buhay. So, that's why she wrote siguro a few pages lang na dinescribe nga niya where she was born, how she grew up, how she met Bonifacio, paano siya niligawan, gano'n, and how he got married in the Katipunan rites. Tapos, how they suffered also for the revolution, no, na kwinento nga niya doon na naranasan niya yung talagang mag-ano rin sa kabayo, humawak ng barel, at yung hirap nga sa bundok o sa bukid na walang makain kung hindi parang yung mga vines or ano na mapapait na, and yung water na parang yung ganong talagang
Mm.
hardship siguro in the forest, no? So may ganun siyang kwento. Um, Hindi niya tapos yung ano niya rin, yung ano ni Bonifacio, hindi doon yung kwento masyado about the trial and the ano. Although in other cases, merong pang other ano where she had that testimony, not directly in that brief autobiography. But she in a way gave witness to what happened dun sa trial ni Bonifacio. Tapos later kasi nag-fast forward siya na she had her second husband. At actually yun na yung great-grandfather namin, si Julio Nakpil. One thing na medyo controversial for some, but in a way, we know it's a reality of that kind of conflict, was yung sinasabing ang rape or sexual assault sa kanya nung isa sa grupo nila Aguinaldo.
Aguinaldo.
Yun yung medyo isang masakit na hindi rin niya directly sinabi doon or even in the trial of Bonifacio, pero people assume na yun na nga yung hindi lang nila sinasabi direct, but knowing how things happen in that kind of situation, parang it's alam mo na yun na talaga yung nangyari.
Actually, doon
Yeah,
sa movie,
in
yeah.
many accounts of war from the ancient times up to today, women are always parang prize.
Yeah.
Yung pagre-rape ng ano, gantimpala yan sa mga nanalong sundalo, ang pagre-rape. Pero Karen, sabihin ko lang sa inyo na alam mo, it was very difficult for women at that time to even speak the word rape. You know, my grandmother, she was the first woman to practice law in this country. Her first case was the defense of a rape victim who, I think, killed or shot a man. And this was in 1914. That was very, very difficult for a woman to, kasi wala tayong rape law noon. So, when I remember my grandmother, several times she told me that was her first case, and I read about it later. Even my grandmother, who was the lawyer of that woman, she could not say the word rape. She could not. I think, this was when she was making me cuento that this was already the 60s or the 70s. But you know what she told me was, she killed this man in defense of her honor. Alam mo, pag sinabi mong honor, iniisip ko noon, nung bata pa ako, honor? Yung honor student or something like that. But later on, I kind of put it, like, I tried to understand, what was she trying to say? Why would a woman kill a man in defense of her honor? And in the 60s, my grandmother, who was her lawyer, could not even say the word rape. Ano pa kaya si Gregoria writing about it, recalling it in her mind? Kasi when you recall such an assault on your it affects your whole being. And to repeat the word, it's very, very painful. So I think medyo traumatic. You cannot say the word. And so even when Gregorio was writing about it many, many, many years later, she probably could not say the word. So we just assume. Like my grandmother was saying in defense of
about it, Anna. She didn't
Huh?
even write about it. No, she didn't. That's not part of her
That's not the
autobiography.
emphasis, di ba?
Or
She
not
parang,
even, it's not even part of her autobiography. It's just from the researches of other people about the trial of Bonifacio. Dun lumabas yung ano.
So nauna nga ito, no. So apparently that fact, no, was stated, no, doon sa Maragondon mismo, no, 1897 ata, ano. So parang pwede nating sabihin na baka kinalimutan na niya, or she doesn't want to disclose it, no, according to Ana nga, ano. Pero the fact was actually stated, no, as one of her statements, no, doong when Bonifacio was under trial dito sa revolutionary government. So, yeah, no, so maganda na pagtagpi nga, no, yung history, no. So, sa astrology naman, no, we look at certain planetary configurations, no, to kung nangyari na, no, to confirm, no, kung hindi pa nangyayari na, yung astrological configuration can tell us something, no, about the possibility, no. So it can serve as a warning. So itong discipline ng astrology, so far, we think it has stood the test of time, and dito sa Tyler Talks we are using it, no, to understand historical figures, historical events, so that makikita natin yung, siguro kasi parang astrology, it can give us a parang bigger context, no, on how history flow and the personalities of the people involved, no. So siguro first assignment natin, Luan, ano, ito siguro, can we find something in the chart, although we don't have the time of birth, in the planetary configurations of Gregoria de Jesus, itong trauma, or even, ano, let's say it, no, rape, no, kung naging may indicator ba that she was raped dito sa chart niya? You have the ano? You have the chart.
This is just to double check po, no, it's May 9, 1875. Do we have this correct? Okay. So, first and foremost, before I pull up, it's not surprising to hear yung parang they just want to cover the experience. Not just for her, but most women, kasi until this time, may stigma pa rin involved. So, of all the Me Too movements, na parang woman empowerment, feminism, but there is still that stigma na ikaw na nga yung na-rape, ikaw na yung na-wrong, but nahihiya ka pa rin na that's something that happened to you. So, I can just imagine during the 1800s, something like that happening would have been parang talagang ano, kumbaga, something that you just really like to bury, for example, and not be part of your history. And of course, right now, we want to empower, di ba? Parang we want to put that out in the open para matulungan yung mga pwede maging biktima or naging biktima. But not surprising that that was something that happened, that she hid that. Now, looking at her charts, I'm going to share Resi request for sharing here.
Sige, sadali.
Okay.
Okay, allow.
Karen, this might be the first time you've seen this kind of chart. Okay. All right.
Okay. So, are you familiar, Miss Karen, with astrological charts, or everything very new?
No, long ago,
Long ago. Okay.
ako yung kay Mr. Lanot na ano, pero hindi ko naman inaral.
So, just to reiterate, we don't have the time, so we are just going to look at planetary positions. Wala tayong areas ng buhay niya that are going to be affected quite strongly by the planets. But right off the bat here, Resti, she has Venus and Aries, and then it's quite afflicted. Number one, mahina ang position. So for Miss Karen's benefit, these are the positions of the planets the day that she was born, si Gregoria de Jesus. So the positions in the sky would say a lot about personalities, patterns. It's pattern recognition. So in her birth chart, we don't have the full thing kasi kailangan natin ng time of birth. But for what we have, we can see na meron siyang Venus, which represents love, romance, relationships, partnerships. In the sign of Aries, Aries is the sign of the warrior. So there is a tendency here na the tendency for her is to fall in love with either very strong militaristic type of people, or yung mga matatapang, or she was very, very, let's say, strong also in love. Yung malakas yung loob niya ipaglaban yung mga bagay na maraming mga kinatatakutan ng ibang tao. So for example, maybe loving somebody that the world will not agree with. Pwede siya mag you and me against the world, or having a person that is, let's say, almost may heroic warrior type of energy yan. So alam natin that's something that she gets very drawn to, and we saw that in the choice of partners. Another thing that we can see is meron po siyang dalawang placements that mitigate her Venus in Aries. This is the North Node. The North Node is the goal of the life or something that you need to discover throughout life. Pag meron po tayong Venus conjunct the North Node in a birth chart, this would manifest as somebody who usually finds the right love a little bit later. So usually kung ikakasal niya na maaga, nakakaroon ng some sort of crisis that makes her realize certain things, or let's say maybe a husband dies and then finding, a greater love eventually. Parang it's like a goal that you move towards, learning love the right way, how to love, all these things. So yung posibilidad that she gets married a second time, that's quite strong here. And then
parang si Luan na you really didn't watch the film. It looks like you parang eksakto, no? Okay.
Good to hear. When you do this, kasi you just learn to trust the symbols, and that's really the symbolisms that are present in the sky with her. And then meron po siyang Chiron, this is woundings. So this would have been somebody who had certain woundings in terms of the heart based on mga pinili niya na mahalin or mga tao na nabigyan niya ng affection and love. So this was not an easy path for her in terms of finding the right romantic partner, so to speak. So dito nakikita natin may signatures siya of that. Yeah. And then other placements, kasi if you see here, and Miss Karen and Miss Anna, she has Uranus trining her Venus almost 1 degree. So in astrology, this would be somebody na mahilig sa exciting, parang excitement, awakening situations that are like out of the ordinary. So ayaw niya yung boy meets girl next door, tapos normal lang. May tendency to want something that is parang ipaglalaban mo, parang ganon. Uranus and Venus together denotes a lot of excitement in the love life. So alam natin na, if you were married to Andres Bonifacio, you can just imagine, how exciting that would have been. Happy, exciting, scary all at once, but Uranian energy was very present also. So.
And that is exactly what happened. No? There's this, according to historians din, pinaglaban niya talaga yung kanilang relationship. No? So,
this was with Andres Bonifacio ba?
Oo. Yeah, when she was 19 ata, 18 or 19, no? Kasi naligaw si Bonifacio, 18 years old pa lang, no? Si Gregoria, no? So medyo mabilis din, Parang within 1 year ata or 2 years, no? Naging sila na, no? So anyway, siguro 18 or 19, no? So kumbaga kinulong ata, no, si Gregoria sa isang mansion sa Binondo, no? At hindi siya pinapalabas, no? So ang ginawa niya, sumulat siya sa authorities, no, na sinabi ngang practically daw nakakulong siya dahil ayaw ng parents niya nga, no? At sa kanilang relationship, no, ni Andres Bonifacio. So talagang pinaglaban niya literally, no, yung to be together, no, with
Magulat,
with Andres Bonifacio.
Marami po akong mga nakakausap sa consult na kunyari ganito yung mga anak, yung nilalaban talaga yung boyfriend, tapos kunyari ayaw ng magulang. Sila, nagtatanong kung anong pwede kasi talagang nagtatago yung batak, tumatakas sa bahay, then makikita mo may Venus in Aries. So malakas talaga yung loob na ilaban yung mga nararamdaman nila. And very fiery kasi yan, fire sign kasi yan eh. And then cardinal pa, so meaning they're very impulsive, may ganong component. So yeah, that was something na very much reflected on the astrological chart.
Very unique nga yung kay Gregoria kasi imagine to write to parang to a local official, parang sumulat sa
Tinumbong ang magulang.
Wow.
And please, I have to be rescued. And they actually did. They got her out from there somehow. So parang, that happened way back in the...
Paano niya napadala yung sulat?
Well,
hindi nagpapakain naman sa kanya eh. So,
pinaabot, parang ganon.
Oo.
How interesting, no? And I really can't believe that Luan didn't watch the film kasi parang, wow! Napaka-exact!
May markers po talaga siya na ganon.
Okay. Pero
Oo.
wala kang nakikita na meron siyang assault or any traumatic experience in this.
In terms of Venus po kasi depende, hindi natin alam kung saan nakalagay ito sa chart niya, but Venus in Aries, crisis po kasi ang Aries eh. So it's experiencing crisis of the heart or the femininity or maybe autonomy on the body. Pwede rin siguro in a way because sexual matters can also be represented by Venus somehow. And pag tinignan naman natin yung Mars placement niya, may opposition sa Moon. So, hindi natin alam yung exact kung the Moon is going to be earlier or later. But kung magkakaroon, sabihin natin, direct opposition with the Moon, then maybe something difficult happening in her past or although malakas naman yung placements, but uh, I think the Venus in Aries and then yung Chiron would be woundings. Parang wounds that don't heal no matter how long time would pass. So, yung gano'n, yung rape mismo, very
Ano,
taboo siguro
nung,
no.
para bang at the same time that happened, parang we don't know nga which was even more painful or sabay-sabay kasi is that pinatay nga si Bonifacio, and para bang the sad thing was she had to look for his body, di ba? She was looking for him for weeks, parang almost a month, that
Wow.
she was looking all around the mountain for him. So it's this situation ng kumbaga deseparasido na you're looking for your husband. So parang yun pa yung other big trauma nagsabay-sabay.
Anong timeline po nung sexual assault sa kanya? Was this
So that's
after the death of the husband or before or
before, just before. Tapos pinatay after
ah
that, and then
rape na siya na pinatay
almost
pa yung asawa niya, hindi pa niya
buhay pa
mahanap.
yung asawa niya. Oh. Buhay pa actually nung
Wow.
nangyari. So but parang within days lang yan eh. Kasi hinuli and then parang ganun.
Nalaman po
Within
ba
days.
ni Andres Bonifacio na nangyari yun sa kanya?
Yeah, he would know because of that trial.
Yes, sa trial na iko na
Would we have any
nasabi.
date to check?
Eight-
That would be to check the
May
date.
1897, around May 1897.
So this was the death or the
This was
Ah,
May 10 eh.
yeah?
More or less sabi nila.
So around that date, no? Let's say May siguro, let's put May 10 na lang, no? Para
And then what year was this?
1897. Sige,
May-
I'll try to answer lang yung unang question natin regarding the rape, no. So number one nga Venus in debilitated state, no, kasi Venus itself symbolizes women in general,
Mhm.
or sa personal, no, it's the reproductive, no, organ, no, of the body, no. So anyway, when Venus is weak, no, so parang medyo prone na kaagad, no, to something, no, na negative, no, kasi may let's say Venus in the sign of Aries, no, so parang yung element ng violence or assault, no, is already there, no. Okay, although we don't look at one position only, we also look at the other factors that may contribute, no. So I would actually take note of the Moon and Mars opposition, kasi Mars is let's say strong man, no, or power plays, no, in this case, no. So yung opposition ng Moon and Mars, whether it's applying or separating, I think is an indicator. Pero may magandang storya kasi dito nga, no, sa kabuuan, no, ng buhay ni Oryang which Luan emphasizes the North Node, no. So merong redeeming factor na sa buhay niya. So despite namatay yung unang asawa niya, she had, no, a second partner, and then maganda, no, yung naging buhay niya in terms of having a family and living, no, a long life, no. Tapos in terms of Mars, no, so siguro nga ito yung no, parang baka ito na yung sacrifice, no, and something, no, the experience might have made her stronger, no, in that sense, no. Kaya yung desire, no, to live na lang, for example, no, kasi nga hinahabol sila ng authorities, no, ng gobyerno ni Aguinaldo. So parang yung the desire, no, itself, no, to live and continue uh let's say, practicing the ideals of the Katipunan at yung storya, mabuhay yung storya, ma-preserve yung storya ng Katipunan is something na siguro ito yung battle niya, no, after this event. So I think yes, no, may indicator ng rape, no, dito sa chart niya.
Mm.
Okay? So siguro sa
Mga
timing
Venus
tingnan
and
natin.
Aries.
Oo, Venus and Aries. Although of course hindi naman lahat, pero again, we look at supporting evidences astrologically. So tingnan, one of the evidences would be itong influences sa chart niya ng 1897, which Luan will look at.
So we'll put it around, sabihin natin, the whole first half of May, ano? Tingnan natin projections ng mga transits niya. And Miss Karen, for your reference also, this would be the position of the planets during that day. So ano yung nagiging relationship ng mga nangyayari sa araw na yun dun sa birth chart niya. So for example, we can move this forward and backwards, umiikot yung mga planeta dun sa birth chart niya. So may mga certain manifestations yan. For example, during the first half of May, Mars, the planet of violence, assault, bleeding, forcing things, aggression, all these terms. It was in a very poor position in Cancer. So alam natin, tumama, once every 2.5 years lang po ito nangyayari, tumama yan sa moon niya. The moon would be, emotions, feelings, so something abrasive would happen emotionally for her. And it's not just that. During the time na tumatama dito sa Mars, tumama sa moon niya, and then nag-square sa Venus. So if you look at these markers, siguro pwede natin makita around April, May, nagkaroon siya ng something very abrasive heart-wise. And I'm thinking siguro, Resty, if we try to rectify this, pwede natin iurong yung moon forward kung saan mas malapit sa Venus degree. So nag-double whammy dito. Nag-conjunct ang Mars sa moon and then nag-square dito sa Venus niya. So this would tell us po na because squares are 90-degree aspects, it causes emotional turmoil, tension, parang heartache, mga ganon. So pag nagkakaroon ng angles na yan, nagkukos ng certain events that can be very abrasive to the chart holder. So may nangyaring ganon po sa kanya during that exact time frame. So I'm thinking around April, May, sunod-sunod yun na medyo mabigat kasi ang dami niyang placements dito. Tinamaan yan isa-isa ng Mars through a square. Nauna yung Venus and then the succeeding months, mabigat na mabigat yung pakiramdam niya dyan. So most especially hanggang the death of the husband, May 10 was the death of Bonifacio. And pag tinignan natin, Mars was still in Cancer, nadaanan niya tong placements na to. So marami pong markers na ganun. And siguro, I'm not sure exactly, but after a few weeks or months, nagkaroon ng malaking drive sa kanya. Around June, July of the same year, Mars would have conjuncted Uranus. This would be parang malaking drive, malaking awakening, parang nabuhayan ng yung gano'n, magkaroon ng purpose, the will, may sense of parang I have to fight or I have to just get out of this very dark place and then just really put myself out there. Mars and Uranus together would have some sort of period of awakening and wanting to do action because of the realizations, parang ganon. So we can imagine siguro nagkaroon siya ng depression, hinanap niya yung bangkay, and then eventually siguro may sense of I want to, I don't know, parang ipagtanggol ba or i-ano yung husband niya. How do you say that? Hindi naman siguro vengeance, but to something like that. Parang ganun. Gusto ko
set things right.
Parang ganun. So, may mga ganong markers. But again, di naman lahat ng ganitong pangyayari. Marami ring ibang factors sa chart na hindi natin alam yung buo. But for what we can see, may duress. During this time frame also, Resty, she was undergoing her Saturn square. So, it is a period kung saan one of the most difficult placements or period sa buhay ng tao. Parang may mga challenges na nararamdaman dito sa 90 degrees with Saturn. So habang may Saturn square siya nangyayari, yung assault ni Mars dun sa placements niya. So masakit yung itsura nito, lalo na pag sabay-sabay nangyayari. So we can see it was reflected on her astrological charts.
1890s.
Tatanong ko lang kasi syempre before we learned about all of these things in her life, we only knew her as the wife or the widow of Andres Bonifacio.
Yes.
So hindi namin alam what makes her outstanding. Why should she be uh, why should she be recognized as a leader, as a hero? Um, Kasi personal lang yan, no?
Mhm.
Pag-isipin mo kasi, like most feminists, we say the personal is political. So the personal and the political meld. Especially sa kanya, hindi lang dahil romance or dahil kasal siya kay Bonifacio, meron din talagang something na nangyari. Now I'm seeing what Luan saying. Parang a few weeks later, parang nagkaroon siya ng drive or some epiphany or something
A good
uh,
word.
that gave that made her a powerful witness to
Mm.
testify about what happened in the Katipunan, and also that also probably inspired a lot of other people. So kasi
Mm.
pag sinabi mong para maging bayani ang isang tao, kailangan lumaban siya sa gera at literal na may hinawakan siyang baril or something. Pero
Mhm.
ang isang babae, lalo na nung panahon na yan, para maging um, revolutionary, hindi kailangan uh, laging nandun ka sa battlefield. Kasi karamihan, lalo ng panahon na yan, ang battlefield ng kababaihan was really also in their own circle, in their personal. So I don't know how to explain it, but maybe Karen, can you make it further? Kasi parang being personal in a very, very powerful way, revolutionary in a very powerful way, how did it help our own fight for independence? Being a direct witness to what happened to Bonifacio, and then at the same time, after that, pinaglaban pa rin niya ang mga prinsipyo ng Katipunan.
Although I would say na even while Bonifacio was alive, and although I guess I'm medyo mahina na yung naging ano ko sa history, pero there was really the women's group in the Katipunan, di ba?
Yes.
Including
Yeah.
the Sisters of Rizal. And although hindi primary role nila yung getting into the battlefield, they at times they also did. But even the
Mhm.
act of supporting and hiding, kasi sa kwento nga niya in that at times she would be the whole night in anong tawag dun na ano ko na yung what they were calling, yung parang hindi kalesa, but I think it's a covered thing where she would hold the documents and the other stuff that had to be hidden, and she would be going out the whole night in such a vehicle as if traveling from place to place, but actually hiding those things, no? So merong mga ganong
Wow.
things that were happening even when Bonifacio was alive. And then she talked about, um, yeah, she was refused sometimes when she would go to some person's house, including her relatives. But she mentioned that naano nga siya dahil meron siyang isang relatives that she just, dropped by and said hello, or maybe attempted
But,
to find shelter, but that
uh,
person was exiled for a long time outside the Philippines, no? So yun yung mga, hindi ba pati sila, ganun yung ginawa rin kaila um, Melchor Aquintandang Sora, kaila exile was one way that of punishment eh. So at
mm,
risk din talaga sila sa mga ganung uh, you know, if not imprisonment by the Spaniards. So medyo mahirap din yung naging role ng mga babae, although not direct, even if not directly in the battlefield.
mhm. Yes. Ah,
Ang
yung
tapang, ano? Ang tapang nila na
Oo, matatapang sila.
Oo.
Oo.
yung yung mga kababaihan ng Katipunan actually, according to what I read earlier, no, parang na-establish ito right after the wedding, no, of Bonifacio and Oriang. So parang maybe, no, because of her personality na rin, no, nakita nga natin na she's not somebody na hindi siya Maria Clara type, no, na babae, and
It's actually,
pinaglaban niya yung
in autobiography, she was talking about parang work in the farm, parang
uh,
sort of helping to manage it.
ah ah ah
Even as a single person and her parents were alive,
mhm,
parang may mga duties na pina-manage sa kanya dun sa kanilang farm. And she
mm,
also had, but she had schooling and she got some awards, but then she had to stop to give way
mhm.
to her brothers daw. So
Yes.
may ganun ding angle, but parang lumalabas, meron siyang intellectual talent because she got some prizes, no? So may ganun siyang capacities.
Opo.
Yes.
Yan. Matalino yung chart niya actually kasi pag tinignan natin, meron siyang Sun-Mercury conjunction, meron siyang malapit masyado, oh. So although under the yung mind and then the way that she thinks and she moves, and then she has Pluto which is intensification also pag may Mercury Pluto. Meron din pong Neptune which is idealism. So parang very sturdy with all the Taurus placement. Tsaka ano siya, parang realistic, hindi theoretical. So it's like if
Mhm.
you think about something, naghahanap siya ng goal that would be at the end of that effort. So hindi siya parang isip lang na isip. She wants to make things tangible. So para may ganong elements din dun sa chart niya. And
And
go on.
and also yung stubbornness, no, ng
Stubbornness,
Taurus, no.
yes. For sure.
Oo.
Mga Taurus, pag
Oo.
gusto
Oo.
talaga siya, paninindigan niya talaga yun.
Yeah. And with regards to the question of heroism, so not we usually look first at Mars. So yung Mars niya is actually very strong, no? Mars in Capricorn. We
Yes.
call that dignified. And ito nga yung sinasabi ko kay Ana na similar yung Sun in Taurus, no, ni Ma'am Karen, at yung Mars in Capricorn, no, nilang dalawa, no.
Wow.
So kasi Mars itself, no, is the planet associated with war, with conflict, with fighting for something. And according to Robert Hudd, no, when Mars is dignified, parang may element na gustong i-protect, no. So parang Mars is used to protect something, no.
Mm.
So to answer that question, Ana, no, yung bravery, valor, or maybe nga, no, in terms of heroism, uh, yung a good Mars placement, no, is somewhat very prominent, no, in
Okay.
some of our heroes, no, for example silang dalawa, si Gregoria de Jesus, si Andres Bonifacio, very dignified, no, yung Mars nila. So talagang hindi uurong once na nag-decide na, no, to fight for something, and ang keyword nga is protecting or fighting for something. So may purpose, no, which is to protect, no. So I'm saying nga na ma'am, no, you have the similar Mars in Capricorn
Wow.
placement, no. And then nabanggit ni Ana na during the martial law years daw, no. So medyo I don't know kung how much involved you were, but base sa nabasa ko naman kanina rin sa internet, parang in your high school years, no, medyo sumasabak na kayo sa mga rally. Totoo ba 'yan?
Oh.
Well, yeah, kasi
Totoo yan.
those
Si
were the
Karen,
days.
baka hindi niya sasabihin eh. Kasi si Karen masyadong, very humble. But I will- from what I saw, she's really somebody who's very principled and will fight for. Kaya lang, yung pag-fight ni Karen, napaka-gentle eh. Kaya hindi halata. But, but she really
What do
has
you mean by
it.
that?
Ah, hindi halata na lumalaban si Karen. But I think her actions have shown that not only is she principled, but she has a lot of integrity. People really trust what she says and she does. Never mind, Karen, don't anymore. Ano, I'm just telling you kasi hindi niya sasabihin. But anyway, totoo lang, for me, I think something very significant when I was watching the film kasi nakita ko parang lipat-lipat siya sa mga kaibigan, kamag-anak. Parang nangyari kay Karen kasi ito. There was a time na I was very surprised kasi nakita ko yung picture ni Karen sa front page ng mga dyaryo. At kasama niya there were 6 or 7 people in that parang graphic na, ha, si Karen Tanyada, nandito may reward para sa kanyang head. Oh my God, what's this?
Wow, ganun ka-intense,
I
ha?
was so surprised, and I mean, I
This
wasn't
was in the
surprised that she
70s.
was like that, but
Oh.
hindi ko akalain na ganyan pala na ang level ng bibigyan pa ng gantimpala yung makahuli sa kanya. Wow naman to. Ano ba to ng Karen Tanyada na to?
This was in the 70s, right?
No, 1980, actually.
80s. Okay.
Oo,
Is na.
Buti po walang nangyari sa inyo, Ma'am Karen. Parang delikado yung mga ganung
Interesting
kwento.
thing was, a lot of the
Ito.
time, ang pinagtaguan ko convents.
Oh, wow. Nagtago
Story
rin po kayo. So, may
nuns were,
pagka-revolutionary.
yeah. And the other one also being in that poster was my father, si Renato Tanyada, no? And he was naman in seminaries, being hidden in the seminaries at that time. Yeah, so yun yung, well, kami naman actually nung mga 16 kami ni Analea when it was the first quarter storm. It was 1970. So parang may influence na nung ganun eh.
At saka, Resty, nung first quarter storm at saka yung barikada sa UP, kasi taga Merinol kami eh. Naririnig namin yung pagputok doon sa UP. Parang, wow, how exciting. Parang yan, na-excite kami. But at the same time, natatakot ang mga magulang. So, actually, sa class namin, we maybe 70 or 80% of our class might have passed UPCAT, pero kalahati niyan natakot ang magulang, hindi sila pinayagan pumasok sa UP. So lumipat sa ibang school, or like Karen, she stayed in Merinol College.
So, Anna, I stayed in Merinol. I already had the plan to we were with a group already planning to take over the student council.
Kaya pala.
Oh, and we were able to do it. The council would decide that, okay, we will join these rallies, then we would mobilize buses to go to Plaza Miranda. So it was already part of the when I I stayed in Merino. It was part of the political plan.
Oh, tingnan mo.
Si Ana, by the way, Luwan, son in Aris naman, kaya meron silang the element of fighting, then fiery Mars energy is also present sa chart ni Ana. So,
but I was lucky naman na I guess because I got married early, I was drawn away from active in the streets involvement. I had to take care of my children, ganyan. So from the sides, I just writing about it, observing, and then trying to join where I could.
Kaya pala Ana, yung kwento mo kanina parang Lodi mo si Ma'am Karen, na
in a way.
Vicariously,
Oo. Yeah. So anyway, actually nga maganda tong discussion natin, no. Again, in the spirit of retrograde or looking back, no. So magandang binabalikan nga natin itong storya ng mga heroes, freedom fighters or activists, no, in general, kasi parang may common thread, no, throughout history. And as astrologers are looking, we see also a common thread, no, or common significators, no, dito sa charts nila. Kaya magandang balikan. Sabi ko nga sa one of my posts, no, kung nanood sila ng Quezon, no, dapat manood din sila ng Lakambing to get the whole picture, no? Kasi yung kay Quezon parang it's a satire, no? So may element ng which is switch, no? Ano ba yung totoo, no? Dito naman sa Lakambini, walang it's not satire, it's a documentary, no. So it laid out, no, what happened, no, based on the searches. Tapos siguro may mga emphasis din, no, na dapat nating marinig, no. Actually yung isang statement dito, of course fictional, pero nung nanalo daw si Quezon, no, sabi ni Oriang, traidor, talo,
May-
no? So oh, 'di ba? Parang at hinubdan daw ni Quezon yung totoong pagkatao ni Aguinaldo, no? So actually we're looking at decades, no, or even 100 years of history, no, ngayon. And at this point in time, 2025, no, parang if we look at it, no, as a whole, no, parang uh, when nung lumabas yung Quezon the movie, ang naging reaction ng tao, si Quezon pala yung dahilan kung nitong politics of patronage na naging root cause nitong problem din, ano, dito sa DPWH, Ghost Project, etc. Pero actually kung titingnan mo tong Lakambini naman, ang message niya is hindi si Quezon niya. Hindi si
Panahon pa
Quezon.
lang. Oo.
Maaga-aga pa.
Yung
Oo.
election sa Tejeros Convention, ano, so doon most likely, no, nagsimula itong problem natin sa politics. And in astrology, kung ano yung simula, no, yun yung signature, no, na sort of magiging prominent sa takbo ng buhay ng isang bansa, no, in this case.
Resty, meron lang akong itanong. This is doon sa pelikula yung Lakambini.
Mhm.
Um, Nandyan pala si Trinidad Rizal. Alam mo, ang si Trinidad Rizal, she's one of the founders of the office where I work, La Protección de la Infancia, Gota de Leche.
Mhm.
And I didn't really understand her direct involvement sa Katipunan, although alam kong kasama siya. Pero nung nakita ko dun sa film, tapos sinabi pa ni Xiao, yung historian, na talagang nandun sila sa election at kasama si Trinidad Rizal sa ibang event sa Katipunan. Doon ko nalaman na at itong si Trinidad Rizal, hindi lang siya kapatid ni Jose Rizal.
Jose Rizal.
Kasi marami marami silang babae. Tapos palaging nababanggit itong si Trinidad Rizal, probably because she was the one who died, who lived very long, and uh, hanggang sa 60s or sa 50s nakausap siya ng tao. Pero hindi ko akalain na ganyan pala siya ka-involved. And probably one day we will really need to give her some honor din, kasi kasama rin siya sa pagtago ng mga dokumento, sa pag-recruit ng mga kababaihan. At saka alam mo, sa aking mga researches, dito sa history ng aking organization, kasi kasama kami ni Karen dito sa Gota de Leche. It was established in 1906, no? Kasama si Trinidad Rizal sa founders. And when I was trying to find out more about the founders, nakita ko yung mga ibang mga kababaihan dyan kasama sa pag-fundraising, pagbili ng mga armas para sa Katipunan. Pero syempre, siguro hindi nila pinapahalata. Kaya I don't know if it's intentional or what, kasi parang hindi dapat malaman ng mga tao na itong mga mayayaman na babae or matatapang na babae ay kasama sa actual purchase and transfer of arms, bullets, uniforms, lahat 'yan eh. Hindi ka naman magkakaroon ng gera kung wala kang pagkain, wala kang damit, wala kang armas. At sino naghanap ng mga ng pera para dito? Maraming
Mhm.
mga kababaihan ang kasama pala doon. Kaya lang,
Mhm.
siguro, intentional or not, hindi sila nabanggit. Kaya hindi rin talaga natin alam.
Mhm.
Kagaya
Mhm.
ni Trinidad, kapatid lang siya. Si Gregoria, asawa lang siya. Parang ganun. Yun pala, when we start looking deeper,
Mhm.
hindi lang yung kanilang
Oo. Yeah.
uh, uh, role
Mhm.
sa
Mhm.
laban.
Yeah.
Malaking bahagi sila, kaya lang hindi nare-recognize.
See, I don't think it's intentional, no? Number one, si Pasiano Rizal, no?
Mm.
Hindi natin alam yung storya niya, no? Nauna pa siya kay Bonifacio, nauna pa siya kay Rizal eh. So 1872 pa lang nagtatrabaho na si Pasiano, no, for the liberation of the country. Pero yung storya niya hindi natin alam, no? Hindi natin alam. So I don't think it's intentional naman doon sa mga babae. Parang that was the nature kasi number one, it was ano ba to? An
Secret.
underground, no? It was
Oo.
an underground movement, no? So talagang so siguro ito yung nadala na, no? Parang syempre, it's more of uh, yung common knowledge. So, kumbaga kung wala sila sa common knowledge at that time, so hindi naungkat. No? So, ang maganda ngayon is naungkat. No? So kaya I don't think deliberate yan. Pero of course, no, we need to know more, no, about them. No? So, thank you for emphasizing that. Siguro next year, mag-research tayo for a discussion on Trinidad Rizal. No? So, yeah, that's one thing that we can look at, no. Meron akong kopya nung yung results sa letters to his family members, so tingnan natin yan, and of course kung meron pa tayong makukuhang information. So anyway, so
Ang
again nga
laki ng ang laki ng ang laki ng tulong nitong mga charts na ito, pagbabasa ni Luan. May katotohanan talaga kasi maraming details na hindi rin natin ma-confirm. But of course, you have to believe in astrology to see na may may strong probability or possibility of reality na things that we're just guessing or
mhm.
we're just trying to surmise,
Yes.
nakikita dito sa chart.
Yes, and of course that's the premise nga of astrology, no. An astrological chart can tell us about a person's personality, experiences, and also, no, life direction.
Opo. Tsaka yung emotional or yung climate nila at that point, kung ano yung napagdadaanan nila in terms of the energies they received nung period na yun. So, parang makikita mo talaga kung may pighati sila or kung may heartache sila. And then that's something that can make us understand better why they did what they did. So, maganda po siyang tool for history kasi yung hindsight talaga 2020 yun eh. In astrology, parang you can make more sense of it pag nai-align mo yung events dun sa, yung naging actual events dun sa naging transits ng tao. Mhm.
Is it about their kumbaga their creative side? Because
Opo.
Gregoria also wrote a long poem na about what happened with Bonifacio. Parang she dedicated a long poem in Tagalog, and I'll send it to you para makita nyo na very
Uh,
emotional
Love
yung
that.
yung poem na
mhm.
So, ko alam if that comes out also in in her
Ano ano yan,
chart.
Reti, no? That would be yung
Neptune,
Mercury, Neptune, Mercury, tsaka yung Venus and
conjunction.
Mercury. It's ano siya, ruled by Venus. So
Mm.
may mga ano po siya, may markers po talaga siya na very Venusian. So artistic or may mga ganun. Neptune, Mercury. So
And according to the movie, no, mahilig din siyang magluto, no?
okay.
Oo, parang na kasi natikman niya itong isang luto, no, magagaya niya or makakapag-improvise siya, no? Meron siyang natural talent for cooking. No? Okay,
Yung
and then
earthy, no? Mga earthy, ano niya, earthy components. Mhm.
okay.
At sinabi ni nga ni Karen sa movie na magaling raw siya sumayaw. Ano yan, Karen?
Hindi ko naman ano na siya but kasi actually yun yung narinig ko from my mother that
Ah,
yung kanta ng halimbawa yung Paru-Parong Bukid ang nagturo sa kanya including the actions, the dance and the
ah,
action for that song as a little girl si Gregoria yung Lola Gregoria yung nagturo sa
ah,
kanya.
wow.
The poem song and the dancing, the action.
Okay. Ito nga yung maganda sa discussion natin. Sabi ko nga kanina kung may mga chismis tayong makukuha.
Confirm.
Oo. Yeah, actually that's something na very significant, no, dahil 'di ba sa history ngayon ano meron tayong trend na not to idolize the heroes, no, because of whatever they did. No? It's more on understanding their lives as human beings as well, no, para
Oo.
mas makaka-relate tayo, no? So dito kasi sa for example ako, no, yung favorite I don't know kung may ibang picture, actually meron pa palang iba, no. So yung favorite picture ko yung yun naka ano ba to yung Filipiniana ano tawag doon
Barot saya.
nakabarot saya no parang Filipina no Filipina costume no tapos yung mukha niya na very parang stoic no so parang yun yung nakita kong yung na-retain sa mind ko na eto siya, no? At na talagang stoic, no? Can be heroic, makikipaglaban. Pero meron palang that human side na marunong magsayaw, magaling magsayaw, nagluluto, no? So that's something na mas makaka-relate, no? Ang mga Pilipino, lalo na itong mga younger ones, no? So yeah, magandang may mga ganong storya tayong naririnig sa mga heroes natin. And again, yung question ni Ana, no? I think there's no doubt, no, na she was heroic no in her own way no hindi lang and definitely may function ano so naging kwan din siya parang vice president daw no ng section no ng Katipunan na for women ano so may function no tapos may direct action no? May ginagawa siya para sa Katipunan nakipaglaban siya so I think that's really no doubt, no? Something that will affirm her bravery as well as heroism.
Ang ganda nung image na yon. Lahat tayo may makaka-relate din sa that moment with the grandmother. Tinuturuan siya ng lola niya mag-dance ng ano, ng
Para
paru-paro.
parang
Parang it
bukid.
softens her immediately in my head. In
Parang,
watching her.
di ba may
So,
kwan yan no?
yes.
May dance talaga parang naalala ko rin yan. Para
Ah.
parang bukid.
So, parang doon sa descriptor ni Ma'am Karen, parang nagluto ng merienda si Lola, tapos nandun yung mga apo. So, kasi tama yung pagkabanggit ni Rese na na-immortalize sila dun sa that one lone photograph that would be, repeatedly published and then that's like the impression. But then she lived a full life nga naman. She married again, she had grandchildren. So, these are
Mm.
nice snippets to think of. Thank you for sharing that po.
Eh, Ito, kita ba? Ito yung post natin. Ito yun. Uh, uh,
Yun. Ano
yes.
to? A painting ni Amorsolo, Karen?
Uh, hindi.
Ano,
That's from the photograph. No?
Okay.
That's from the
Okay.
photograph. Mm-mm. So anyway,
Mukha yung
Oo,
style ni
seryoso,
Amorsolo.
ano?
Oo.
uh, yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
to connect all of this lang no sa current no generation, current situation natin ano. So yun nga no, parang ang gusto kong angle natin dito is yung with the concept of Mercury retrograde, looking back no, kasi yung retrograde no, which we are in now, Mercury retrograde from November 10 until November 30, Bonifacio Day no, is parang this is a good time to reflect no. And maybe to connect, no, reconnect the dots, no. So ang maganda sa discussion natin sa movie, and of course yung presence ni Ma'am Karen ngayon ano. Kasi ang napansin ko, no. So yung pinaglalaban ng maybe no ng Katipuneros na transfer sa iba-ibang let's say sa iba-ibang social issues no na pinaka-prominent siguro yung feminist movement no. Sabi nga ni Ana yung mga kapatid ni Rizal no, and then si yeah, kapatid ni Rizal no. Question again, involved ba si Gregoria de Jesus sa sa sinasabi mo Ana na Gota de Leche or hindi naman?
No, Trinidad.
Trinidad,
Trinidad
okay.
was one of the founders.
Oh,
And kaya nagulat ako, nandun pala siya she was present in the Katipunan
okay, okay.
main event. So because as far as I knew was that she was
Mhm.
just the sister, and
Mhm.
that she was I mean um sa kanya raw binigay yung ano yung mi ultimo adios.
Ay lang
Pero
para.
oo,
Mm.
so parang ganyan, medyo passive
Ah,
ang dating sa amin nung bata pa kami about yung mga kapatid ni Rizal. It's only when we start trying to understand that you cannot be the sister of Rizal and do nothing. You
ah, ah,
you cannot
ah.
be the wife of Bonifacio and just be a wife, you know? Uh, because that's what it looked like to us, especially
Okay.
so parang yung mga kababaihan, yung generation ko, wala kaming alam kung sino yung magiging role model namin na
Mm.
na
Mhm.
babaeng hero kasi wala,
Okay.
'di ba?
Okay.
So
Oo.
now that we're trying to we're getting more information, we're being able to made to understand in more details about that. Uh,
Mhm.
Sana yung mga bata ngayon makikilala na rin nila na may mga babae talagang bayani, hindi
Mm.
natin kilala. So dapat kilalanin na ang mas maraming women. Okay.
Very good point.
Pati si Karen kasama na dyan.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. Uh, Okay, that's one thing that I want to point out no. So, okay, so going back no, yung may isang scene dito sa Lakambini na sabi nga ni Gregoria is nakalimutan na nila yung katuruan or pinaglalaban ng Katipunan nung nanalo na yung mga revolusyonaryo under the government of Aguinaldo. So looking back no, yung mga ideals pala no ng Katipunan pinagpatuloy for example nga no ng mga kababaihan. Pinaka-prominent siguro itong feminist movement no kasi nakasulat din sa Katipunan yung equality no ng babae at lalaki no. So kumbaga kung ititrace natin ano yan si Trinidad Rizal na-involve no sa dito sa for example Gota de Leche no tapos yung feminist movement no social services no etc. So ngayon sa movie din parang pinakita yung kabuuan hindi pa tapos yung storya no kumbaga the struggle continues the story or even ano itong mga dapat na ma-achieve no ng Katipunan it's a continuing process and I think no uh, based on the little that I know sa buhay ni Ma'am Karen ano uh, you are also involved no in some other activities no for the upliftment of women maybe mahirap I don't know no can you tell us more about that no kasi parang ito yung pinaka message nung no ng movie na Lakambini no yung social transformation hindi pa tapos no so kumbaga may mga elements that we have to look back no kung ano hindi pa nagawa and I think no yung an example, no, yung medyo sabi nga ni Karen, sabi nga ni Ana, hindi masyadong alam, no, ng karamihan, ano. So I think Ma'am Karen, you are parang filling in, no, these gaps na maybe can you trace it back, no, sa teachings na Katipunan or whatever.
Well, I'm mainly involved in supporting the peace movement that
Okay.
citizens, especially women, get involved in the peace building. You know, even when in times when we've signed a peace agreement, including with the, for example, with the Bangsamoro groups,
Mhm.
nakasign na ng peace agreement. Pero ang mahalaga dyan ngayon yung implementation.
Mhm. Mhm.
But we're quite interested particularly in supporting yung papel din ng kababaihan dito sa ganitong mga implementation. So katulad sa Bangsamoro, actually among the groups we're working with are women sa mga community, mga NGO, including some are former combatants, former women, na actually parang ang role nila minsan parang siguro parang kay Gregoria in the sense na sabi hindi sila yung direct fighter, mga auxiliary sila. Pero when you talk to them, sabi nga nila, nako, hindi nangyari itong mga kampo nito, hindi nag-survive yung mga kampo without our work supporting the men. But now they're very much involved in the uh, aspect of trying to rebuild lives of their communities after the ano nga after the ceasefire and trying to keep and sustain the peace efforts, no? So ganito yung peace importante ngayon. But of course we won't have peace unless we have justice. Kaya kailangan itong mga issues talaga ng governance, uh,
Ah,
saka unjust structures really have to be changed kasi hindi naman pwedeng peace lamang kung wala yung mga kailangan pagbabago,
Agree.
yung
Mm.
mahalaga.
Kailangan yung framework muna, no? To be able
Oo.
to hold everything else. That's true. Kundi hindi magiging sustainable pag hindi siya naging ganon.
Oo.
Lahat-lahat ba ng iniisip ko kasi kung lahat ng mga bansa na naging independent lumaban sa ah may may ganito kayang struggle na
Meron,
kung hindi
in different ways siguro, pero marami talaga. And some of them much worse than ours, or
Yes,
even
for
up to
sure.
now.
I
Up to
want to
now, may
bring that
mga
up.
masabi talaga.
Yeah,
like
I agree with that
sa
also.
Myanmar and all of that, no?
Well,
Ah,
just siguro tingnan na lang din natin nothing against Islam, but there are Muslim countries na the women are talagang devoid of education. They have to wear all their mga hijab ba yun? And
Yeah.
wala silang rights, or some in Africa, in Bangladesh, for example. So marami rin. So in our that's one of the things that I really always remind myself, because it's so easy to be so incredibly frustrated by what's happening around us, but it's also a good reminder to see how far we've come compared to the context of the global scale in general. So I think may movement naman kahit mabagal, and it could have been better, but at the end of the day, you want to count your blessings also and to see a lot of people have far less, North Korea, for example. And there's a found appreciation kasi kahit na ang hirap sa atin dito, women are actually put on a pedestal. We're more matriarchal compared to the other cultures, for example. So there's that.
yes.
Pero
Okay.
pero yung noon yung sinabi ni Resty nung last year ba yan or 2 years ago yung after the conjunction parang sabi ng feng shui parang magra-rise na ang mga middle age or elderly women, yung role ng kababaihan in this new era
Period.
will be
Importante yan.
yeah. So iniisip ko baka this is one way of showing it kasi kailangan talaga ng role model para kumilos rin yung mga kababaihan para and without having all of these women coming out or coming
History.
out in history information about them, ano ang mangyayari kung ano, how can young girls move forward as leaders if there are no role models, no? They have to be their own models, parang ganyan ang nangyari.
One thing na
Yes,
maganda
yes.
rin po ngayon kasi for example compared to decades before you release a film and then that's it. Ngayon ang maganda, the landscape has changed. So sabihin natin box office, di ganun, but it can be absorbed into Netflix. It can be,
Yeah.
in the social network. So ang nangyayari, kahit pa paano yung longevity of the material mas mahaba. So may Amazon Prime, may Netflix, may kung ano-anong platforms na mas magkakaroon ng a bigger audience. So I'm thinking baka yung mga schools mas makita na nila available for film viewing. Dati kasi intayin pa natin na maging available sa DVD or sa VHS. Parang ganun. So antayin mo muna kung kailan na tapos may pwede mo na rentahin. Ngayon, almost, a few months after the screen time, you can renegotiate for platforms and then you can just link. So yung
Mhm,
yung
mhm.
encouragement na konti yung box office ngayon. Hopefully, kumita ng mas malaki but mas mahaba na yung magiging lifespan nito. So that's, something good also. Mhm.
Okay.
Well, yeah. And then also, um, we can learn to apply it in our real life ngayon kasi parang iba na ang form ng kalaban ngayon. Ang
Mhm.
kalaban natin parang
Oo.
ah pagka-traidor din sa taong bayan, yung pagnakaw.
Mhm. Oo,
Nako.
oo.
So,
So anyway, parang at least nga yung ending ng Lakambini, no. So parang somewhat, no, it's an experimental way of ending a movie, no. No, parang yung huling kwa niya is pinapakita yung ano ba to, yung pag shoot, no, mismo nung last frame na yan, na involved na, no, yung mga tao, na involved na yung mga kamag-anak ni
Mhm.
Gregoria de Jesus, the directors, no, etc. So parang I think, no, ang message ng movie is hindi pa tapos yung laban, no.
Ganda.
May
kasama tayo.
dapat
Kasama
gawin
tayo
at
yung
kasama
sa
tayo. Oh, kasama
oo,
tayo. Mm.
That's
So I
nice. Ang ganda nun.
oo. So that's
yan ang
one.
magandang message diyan, ano.
Yes, yes. Oo.
Oy, Karen, you're mute.
I was
Ayan.
going to say, di ba there's even a women's group that they call themselves Oryang, and
Oo.
they have
Wow.
thousands of members. They are
Huh?
political group. They rally. They have her signature or even her face on their shocking pink T-shirts. They
Mhm.
have
Wow.
more than 5,000 members in Metro Manila alone.
Ay, ang
Wow.
ganda.
Oh,
That's
they're
nice.
Kilala mo sila, Karen?
yeah, they're parang one of the socialist groups,
Mm.
sort of allied with San Lakas.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, hindi
Okay.
pa talaga tapos.
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa tapos yung laban And yun nga, no, parang ang gist siguro nitong movie at nitong discussion natin. Actually nga, in Tala Talks, no, parang ito yung contribution, no, ng astrological community sa nation building. That's what I think, what we are trying to
We're
to do
aspiring.
here. And then, so I think ang message nung movie, and then, yun nga, I want to, pa nga kanina, emphasize na, parang yung mga kaanak o yung mga descendants, no, ng mga heroes, no, parang they are in our example si Ma'am Karen, no, parang they are still continuing the fight, no. So sabi nga ni Ana, medyo parang hindi masyadong alam, no, ng karamihan din, no, yung mga activities nila, no, pero magandang alamin natin, no, maybe to write about it, no, to feature them more often, just as this one, at para, no, maipagpatuloy natin, so lahat tayo ma-involve dito sa pagpapaganda, pagbago, no, ng ating lipunan, maybe sa atin, based on our mindset siguro na maisabuhay no yung message katuruan no ng mga katipuneros. Okay. So,
Okay.
mhm.
That's a good way to to end
Make
this. I
use of
think
the
very good one.
Mercury retrograde.
Oo, oo. So siguro let's just ask parting words from Ma'am Karen.
Yes, and may maipopromote kung may ipopromote po kayo pareho, Miss Anna and Miss Karen. Of course, the film and then your own things that you want to platform here.
Well, siguro yan. I hope people still catch the film in this coming weekend. Nababawasan na yata yung theaters dahil medyo konti yung nanonood. So hopefully people still get to watch it dahil talagang it's an effort of love by the people who really worked on it. And maraming lessons for us. It's a bit painful to look at our history, but I think when you see through the pain, I think that's when you can overcome and work towards a better future.
Beautiful. I agree.
Oh,
Thank you,
wala na
ma'am.
akong sabihin. Thank you, Karen. Thank you to the makers of Lakambini. At
Thank
salamat din sa mga bayani nating kababaihan wherever they are.
Oo.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Karen. Thank you, Anna, for being with us
Thank
tonight.
you, Retu. Thank you, Luan and
Okay.
Analea.
Thank you po.
Bye.
Yes, we'll see you next Wednesday, everyone.
Salamat.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
See you
Dito sa
next
Talo
Wednesday.
Talks.
Okay.
Astrology
Beyond Memes.
Beyond Memes. Good
Good night,
night.
everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.